Hi, there's Jesse McCartney.
What's going on?
And I'm going to hand the little camera off.
What's up, man? How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm well.
Okay, he's not wearing any makeup. Completely natural and looking quite good, I must say.
Thank you, buddy.
Have you been toning down the makeup?
I've been toning down the makeup.
It's good. It comes with age. You feel more comfortable.
I did go through a little stage.
Everyone does.
You let everyone know.
Zac Efron does it all the time. Actually, I think he may have grown out of that too.
Yeah, we all go through it.
What is it about that?
I don't know. You know, I went through the whole puberty thing pretty young. My voice changed at like 12 or 13, but then all of a sudden 17. Like, the acne came.
Oh.
One of those things.
It looks very, very lovely now.
Thank you.
I'm getting a little acne.
Are you?
On my nose. It's like I'm going through puberty at 30.
Last time I saw you was, I guess, at the Toronto, the Much Music Awards.
Much Music Awards. You had a good time there?
I did. I wanted to come to your party. We were going to stop by, but I had a 5 a.m. flight.
Oh, that's not good.
I was so tired, but yeah, you presented. Can I tell you my awkward moment with Rihanna backstage?
Please.
No one's heard about this yet.
Oh my gosh, a Perez Hilton exclusive.
And because I love her, I'm a huge fan.
I am too.
Obviously stunning, and she comes off the stage. She was just performing or presenting. She was doing something I was about to go on. I had a presentation of my own, and she walks back down the stairs, and she looks at me and she goes, "Hi." And I said, "Hey," and she leaned in for a kiss, so I gave her a kiss on the cheek. And then, or it was this cheek, and then she then turned her cheek as if to say, like European style, give me a kiss on the other cheek.
Yeah.
Turns out she wasn't. She was just walking, continuing to walk. So I go to lean in for the second kiss, and I like snub her ear or like the back of her neck. And it was one of those awkward moments where she looked back, like, "Am I supposed to kiss you again?" And I was very, very embarrassed. Sorry, Rihanna.
You're just trying to get as much Rihanna action as possible.
Yeah, it's true.
Although she's got a man.
Does she?
Yeah, Chris Brown.
Is that really true?
I think so.
Oh, good for them.
But you're currently single at the moment?
Go get him, Chris. Yeah, I am.
Not dating 4 or 5 girls?
I've been, arbitrarily meeting women. It hasn't really amounted to anything yet.
Now, you're one of those kinds of guys that will only date like a famous girl? Or will you date a normal girl?
No, I've dated plenty of, I mean, usually...
You dated that actress girl for a long time.
I dated Katie for a few years, but I also, I don't know,
When's the last normal girl you dated?
Well, I would say, I mean, so far, the last year and a half, none of them have been normal, otherwise I would probably be in a relationship. But I've dated a lot of people still in, like, the creative world. I dated this girl that was, like, an art major and a couple of film students, and I don't know, it never works out. Then I leave, and it just never...
You're leaving.
I'm leaving.
But, the Aubrey O'Day girl, you're just friends with her?
Yeah, we met one night.
And it got blown into something else?
Well, we went out with a bunch of our friends, like all of us went out together. It was after our show in New York for Z100.
The Zootopia?
Zootopia.
Okay.
And we just decided...
Shout out to Z100.
Shout out to the big Z100, love them. But,
the most influential pop music station in the country.
And that was my home station. I grew up listening to that radio station. But so we were at their show, and I think we went out one night, and she's a sweetheart. She's a really nice girl, but we never, I mean, it never...
There was no making out involved?
No, there was nothing. No, there was nothing.
People reported that. That was, I think some of the New York papers did.
Well, they're always so reliable. No, we went out one night, we did a dinner, and then we went out to some club or something. But that was the last. And then the next time I saw her was like at the next radio show. We haven't seen each other since. But hey.
So I heard something about some radio show. Was it this past weekend? Something happened with One Republic or something?
Well, yeah.
What
Ryan Tedder is a good buddy of mine and a songwriter. We wrote some stuff together for Leona, and he called me the morning of our show in Seattle, and he said he woke up and had completely lost his voice. And I know that feeling. It's the most... I can't even describe to you how it feels. Like you go to talk and nothing comes out. And he called and he said, "Do you think you can, because we were on the same bill together, do you think you could sing Apologize and Stop and Stare?" on stage.
Did you know those songs already?
I knew Apologize pretty well. Who doesn't know Apologize? It was a pretty...
It's hard to know an entire song.
But Stop and Stare, I mean, it's a little bit more wordy, so I was kind of scrambling to learn the words. In fact, I had the words on stage just in case. But it worked out great. We got up, and I was so honored to do it. Those are like, I mean, I love his band. I love Ryan. It's, you know, we have pretty good friends. So I got up on stage. He played the piano. You know, he's having a rough time right now. He tore his Achilles.
Oh,
like
gosh.
He had a brace on and stuff. But we performed, and it went over really well. They brought like 20 fans up on stage. It is on YouTube. They posted a couple clips up.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, you should check it out. It went over really well.
And your own song's going over really well. I was driving here to Sherman Oaks,
right?
And I got lost. It was a very long drive. I was listening to Kiss here in Los Angeles, and they played. Well, they played one that actually I had heard it before because I don't listen to the radio much, but I'm working out now, and at the gym I'll put the radio on,
there it is,
and I'll listen to Kiss, and there's like the remix version
with Baby Bash,
with the rapper on it.
Yeah.
But it's great, like that they're playing your song on the radio.
It's great, especially in LA. You know, LA is definitely more of that rhythmic market or rhythmic station, and this album is sort of leaning in that direction. So it's really cool that Kiss has been playing it. Yeah.
Were you scared before the album came out that it wasn't going to do well? Did that ever cross your mind?
You know, of course it does. I mean, it crosses every artist's mind when you put out an album. You know, you wonder, you worry. It's more of an anxiousness, I think. Like especially after working on this one, it took me 2 years to make. And, you know, for everyone else, it's fresh material. For me, I've been going over these songs for months at a time. And you put it out, and you just, I mean, once it's out there, too, that's it. You know, you just kind of sit and wait and pray and hope that it works out. And so far, the reaction's been incredibly positive. The single's doing its thing, and I think we're getting ready to, I'm actually getting ready to do a tour probably in August, and getting ready to release the next single. So
a headlining tour?
I think, are we allowed to say?
When is this going on?
When you can say.
Don't put it on before Monday.
All right, I'll put it on Monday then.
I'll be going out on tour with Jordan Sparks. The two of us will be headlining a tour in the U.S. Co-headlining a tour. And
how will that work? Will you like alternate who goes last every night?
Yeah, exactly. And we'll be doing like 17 dates, like all the big cities in the U.S. It's just the month of August, just to kind of. It's the smaller venues too, like smaller theaters, just kind of intimate.
Smaller is good. Sell out. Better to sell out than have empty seats, I say.
There you go. But also just to kind of get the new sound out there and start performing the new material. And
but you're going to perform some of the older stuff too, as well.
We'll do a few of the old ones, of course.
Now, some of the older people that may be watching this, like myself, although I think I'm on the cusp. I just turned 30. You were like in a boy band before you did the solo stuff?
Yeah.
How long did that last for?
It lasted a few years. I guess I started when I was like 12.
And you just turned 21.
I did.
So that's been a long time that you've been working.
Yeah.
What's been the most... If there's like a kid that's like 10 years old that says, I want to do it like you. I want to be like the next Jonas Brother, the next Justin McCartney, the next Zac Efron. What wisdom could you impart on them?
Well, in 2008, I would say that the boy band thing is not the best place to start.
No, you're kidding me? There's like a whole bunch of them now.
I know, but what's the biggest single you've heard from a boy band?
SOS?
SOS? Oh, well, Jonas Brothers, yeah.
That's a total boy band.
Sort of, but the difference is they play. I mean, at least it's a different take. It's not 5 dancing dudes. I mean, and all power to them. But for me, I don't know. It seems like it's not working out still. I think they've been pushing it on the audience. I don't know.
There's the Menudo. They're doing a little well, I think. Their song's starting to get played on the radio.
Yeah.
Who else? Ashley Tisdale's boyfriend's on the radio. No, is he? No, he's in a boy band. But it was a good training ground.
It was a good training ground. I would say, if anything, if you can, start writing, since that's the only place the money is these days. If you're a struggling musician, just keep writing.
That's true, because nowadays they'll take even your touring money. They'll take money from you for any way they can.
It's just that it's the
These
best.
360 deals, they call them.
It's the best way to pull it in. But I will say, that whole experience, it was 3 years of me traveling. We had opened up for Britney for a while on tour.
It's called Dream Street?
Dream Street, yeah. Taking it back.
Nice.
And, for the first time, had the experience of recording behind a microphone
And you learned some good dance moves.
learning how to dance, and yeah, definitely a chapter in the book.
Now, I heard that you really hate Zac Efron, right?
No,
You can't stand him, right?
why does everybody say that?
No, I'm kidding. I'm just making that up.
Yeah.
But you can't stand him, right?
No, I love Zach. Zach
You
and
totally
I.
hate him, right?
Why do you say that? Zach and I actually, the last time I saw Zach was probably, I don't know, Summerland, or we've seen
You
each
were on
other.
that show together.
We were on the show
with
together.
Lori Loughlin.
And the kid is
On the WB.
and Zach is the nicest guy you'll ever meet. We worked a lot on that show, and then
That was around one season?
we did 2 seasons of
seasons.
Summerland, and then he came in, I think, like halfway through the first, and people loved him so much they signed him on as a regular because, I mean, he's Zach. And then we had we did our own things. I was making my record, and then he did this small independent film, I guess at the time, or small film for Disney called High School Musical, which.
Did you audition for that?
Kudos, Zach. No, I didn't audition for it, but man, he's on top of the world.
You see, he could have gone in the direction of, gosh, I did the High School Musical. Ashley Tisdale released an album. Vanessa Hudgens released 2 albums. But he didn't do that.
Yeah.
Interesting. Hey, I guess he wants to be a serious actor.
I think he will be. I think he's working on some stuff now that's a little bit more, at least so I hear. I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with embracing other, like pop, or doing a bunch of different things.
I guess. I
Are
mean,
you going to do more acting in the future?
definitely. I had some meetings today with the director for a film, and
Something edgy, like Hilary Duff putting a scorpion down her panties?
what film was that? I gotta go see that one.
This one with John Cusack. I forget the name of it.
It's War Inc.
It's called War Inc.
I gotta go check that one out. No, definitely more film to come. Probably next year, at the end of the year, maybe. This record is taking a front seat, though, for sure.
So are you gonna release the record in Europe and overseas, or has it?
Just came out overseas. I was overseas, did some promotion in Europe, and for a little bit, and just what I want to do is get on tour and start singing the single around the country, just so people can come and see it.
Is there any country or one place that you have the craziest fans?
I would say Italy.
Italy.
Italy is a crazy market.
Why Italy?
I don't know. I really don't know. But it's like you go to Italy and it's insane, and then you can go to like Belgium or Denmark and nobody knows who you are. But it's one of those places that just they've embraced they've embraced the music for some time now. And I was just over there and we did TRL, and it's probably one of my favorite countries. The food, just the culture, the women, it's an amazing place.
I like Italy.
Yeah. Have you been?
I guess I spent 4 weeks there, but it was like a really long time ago.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
It's a great
When
place.
I spent 6 months in Europe with my Eurail pass.
There it is.
So, it happens to everyone. When are you going to get arrested for drunk driving?
I'm trying to steer clear of that. No, you know what?
You can drink legally now.
I can drink
It
legally.
seemed like for a while there you were the poster boy for underage drinking.
I did. I did get busted. I think I was 18 for having a beer in some club or something. Yeah.
And then they used you as the example
Right.
for the longest time.
For some reason, I am the guy
poster
that gets the place
boy.
shut down. Whatever. But yeah, no. But so I can have my legal drink. I kind of had a bad experience when I was really young. I lost one of my really good friends in a drunk driving accident. I kind of, like really drives me nuts is a lot of these like people, famous people or celebrities, just people with money in general, could easily just hire a car for the night or just
take a cab.
Just take a cab.
Yeah.
And so that's what I do. I take a cab or I get a car to take me if I want to, have a few drinks and don't want to worry about driving. It seems like the easy, yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
All right. Any parting words? Anything else you want to tell the people of the world, the people of Italy?
Any parting words? Italy, we love you. Katy Perry, I love you.